The Cebu Condo Conspiracy, inspired by true crime stories. Welcome to Crime Stories PH, your trusted source for the most compelling crime stories from across the Philippines. Today, we take you to the heart of Cebu City, where a sophisticated crime ring turned luxury condominiums into their personal hunting grounds. This story shows how criminals used legitimate businesses to carry out a series of high-stakes heists targeting foreign investors. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to catch more shocking crime stories like this. Chapter 1. The Perfect Show Unit. Detective Maria Reyes knew something was wrong the moment she walked into the 31st floor unit of Horizon Towers. This was the 5th luxury condo break-in in 3 months, but something was different. No broken locks, no damaged doors, no signs of forced entry. The owner, Mr. Zhang Wei, a businessman from Shanghai, hadn't visited his Cebu property in over a year. Like many foreign investors, he bought the unit as a vacation home and investment property. Now it was completely empty. "Show me the CCTV footage," Reyes ordered, looking out over Cebu's skyline through the floor-to-ceiling windows. The view was worth every peso of the unit's 30 million peso price tag. The security office was located in the basement. Head of Security Ramon Villanueva played the footage from 3 nights ago. Nothing unusual. No strangers entering. No suspicious activities. "That's impossible," Reyes said. "Check the logs." Villanueva pulled up the entry records. Again, nothing unusual. Just regular maintenance staff, cleaning crews, and... Wait, Reyes pointed at the screen. Go back 3 days before the robbery. The log showed a property viewing with Real Estate Dynasty, one of Cebu's top property agencies. 2 agents and 3 potential buyers had visited the unit. Standard procedure, Villanueva explained. The owner listed the unit for sale last month. "We get property viewings all the time." Reyes wasn't convinced. She'd been working theft cases in Cebu City for 8 years, and this felt too clean. She pulled out her notebook and started comparing dates. "June, get me the viewing records for the other 4 robbed units." The pattern emerged within hours. Each targeted unit had been shown to potential buyers within a week before being robbed. The same agency, Real Estate Dynasty, handled 3 of the 5 viewings. "Run background checks on everyone," Reyes ordered. "Security staff, real estate agents, maintenance crews. Everyone who had access to these units." The results came back the next day. Most were clean, except for one detail that caught Reyes' attention. Lisa Tan, the real estate agent who conducted most of the viewings, had changed jobs frequently. She'd worked at 5 different agencies in the past 3 years, each time moving to a more upscale company. "And look at this," June added. "She specializes in Chinese clients. Her ads are all over WeChat." Reyes decided to dig deeper. She contacted the previous agencies where Lisa had worked. A pattern emerged. At each agency, there had been complaints about missing items after property viewings, but nothing was ever proven. "We need to watch her," Reyes decided. "Next time she schedules a viewing, we'll be there." They didn't have to wait long. 2 days later, Lisa scheduled a viewing at another luxury condo, the Peak Residences. The unit belonged to another Chinese investor who was currently in Beijing. Reyes and June set up surveillance. They watched as Lisa arrived with 2 clients, a well-dressed couple who introduced themselves as Mr. and Mrs. Wong from Hong Kong. Through the building's security cameras, they observed the viewing. Everything seemed normal. Lisa was professional, highlighting the unit's features, discussing the price, showing the amenities. But Reyes noticed something odd. While Lisa kept the owners engaged in the living room, one of the clients excused himself to use the bathroom. He was gone for exactly 4 minutes. "Follow him after they leave," Reyes instructed her team. The supposed Mr. Wong didn't go to a hotel or restaurant. Instead, he drove to a small hardware store in downtown Cebu. There, he bought an unusual combination of items: specialized lockpicks, gloves, and a small camera. "Got you," Reyes whispered, watching from her unmarked car. Back at the station, they ran facial recognition on the clients. The results were shocking. The man was James Wu, a known burglar wanted in Hong Kong. His female companion was Emily Chong, another career criminal specializing in luxury apartment thefts. But the real surprise came when they dug into Lisa's bank records. Regular deposits were being made to an offshore account, always after successful viewings of properties that were later robbed. The operation was clever. Lisa would identify suitable targets, wealthy Chinese investors who rarely visited their properties. She'd schedule viewings with her accomplices posing as buyers. During the viewing, they'd map the unit, photograph security features, and sometimes even make copies of keys. The security guard, Villanueva, was also involved. He would delete specific sections of CCTV footage and adjust the entry logs. The entire operation was designed to leave no trace. Reyes knew they needed more than circumstantial evidence. They needed to catch them in the act. "Set up a trap," she told her team. "We need a luxury unit, one that looks like their typical target." They found the perfect bait, a newly furnished unit at Horizon Heights, owned by the police department's Special Operations Fund. They created a fake owner profile, a Chinese businessman who had just returned to Shanghai. Lisa took the bait. Within a week, she contacted the supposed owner's representative to list the property. The viewing was scheduled for Tuesday afternoon. Reyes and her team watched as the familiar scene played out. Lisa arrived with two new clients. As expected, one excused himself to use the bathroom. But this time, hidden cameras caught him measuring doors, photographing locks, and drawing a detailed map of the unit. In his pocket, they found a USB device designed to hack the building's electronic lock system. They let them leave, knowing they'd be back. 2 nights later, at exactly 2 a.m., their patience paid off. The security cameras caught everything. Villanueva letting them in through the service entrance. The clients from the viewing, now dressed in black, heading to the unit. Lisa coordinating everything through a radio. The arrest was swift and clean. They caught the entire team red-handed, with lockpicking tools and empty bags ready to be filled with valuables. But as Reyes was leading Lisa to the police car, the real estate agent smiled. "You know," Lisa said, "this is bigger than you think. We're just one team. There are others in every major city in Asia." Reyes tightened the handcuffs. "Then I guess we'll have to find them too." As they drove to the station, Reyes looked at the glittering condos rising into the Cebu sky. How many other luxury units were being watched right now? How many other fake buyers were mapping out their next target? The case was about to get much bigger. Stay tuned for Chapter 2 of this shocking crime story, where we'll reveal the full extent of this international luxury condo theft ring and how the authorities finally brought down their entire network. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Crime Stories PH for more true crime stories from the Philippines. Chapter 2: The Dragon's Network. The investigation room at Cebu City Police Headquarters was filled with photos, maps, and documents. Detective Maria Reyes stared at the evidence board, connecting lines between suspects with red string. "Talk," she said to Lisa Tan, who sat handcuffed to the chair. "You mentioned others. Who are they?" Lisa looked tired. 3 days in detention had washed away her confident smile. "If I tell you everything, I want a deal. That depends on what you tell us." Over the next 2 hours, Lisa revealed a criminal network that stretched across Asia. The Cebu operation was just one branch of what they called the Dragon's Network, a sophisticated organization targeting luxury properties in major cities. "It started in Hong Kong," Lisa explained. Rich mainland Chinese buyers were snatching up properties everywhere. Singapore, Manila, Cebu, Bangkok. Most of them visit maybe once a year. Perfect targets, The organization had cells in every major Asian city. They recruited real estate agents, security guards, and maintenance staff. Each cell operated independently, but followed the same playbook. But who runs it? Reyes pressed. A man named Mr. Chun. I've never met him. Nobody has. He communicates through WeChat using different accounts. June Santos, who had been quietly taking notes, spoke up. How much have they stolen? Billions, Lisa said quietly. And that's just in the Philippines. Reyes shared the information with Interpol and police departments across Asia. Reports started flowing in. Similar cases in Singapore, Bangkok, even Tokyo. Always targeting overseas Chinese investors. Always using legitimate property viewings as cover. But Mr. Chun remained a ghost. They traced WeChat messages, bank transfers, and phone calls, but he was always one step ahead. The break came from an unexpected source. Emily Chong, one of the fake buyers they arrested, turned out to be Mr. Chen's former girlfriend. His real name is Albert Chen, she told them. He was a real estate developer in Hong Kong before the 2008 financial crisis. Lost everything when the market crashed. Emily provided more than just a name. She had photos, old messages, and most importantly, she knew his patterns. He's obsessed with jade, she said. Every major deal, he celebrates by buying a jade piece from this one shop in Hong Kong. Reyes coordinated with Hong Kong police. They put the jade shop under surveillance. For 2 weeks, nothing happened. Then, on a rainy Tuesday morning, a man matching Albert Chen's description entered the shop. The arrest took place without incident. The man who had orchestrated hundreds of robberies across Asia surrendered quietly, almost as if he'd been expecting it. In his Hong Kong apartment, they found detailed records of every operation. The Dragon's network had stolen over 5 billion pesos worth of valuables in just 3 years. They had cells in 12 cities with over 100 members. You know what's funny? Chun said during his interrogation, these investors, they buy these properties and leave them empty. In my city, people can't afford homes. We just redistributed the wealth. But Reyes wasn't interested in his justifications. Where are the stolen items? Chen's answer revealed another layer of the operation. Most stolen items were quickly sold through a network of pawn shops and online dealers across Asia. The money was laundered through casino accounts in Macau. The investigation expanded. Over the next 6 months, police raids across Asia arrested 89 people connected to the Dragon's network. They recovered millions in stolen property and froze hundreds of bank accounts. In Cebu, Reyes led a final raid on a warehouse in Mando City. There, they found their biggest surprise yet, a complete operations center. Computers showed detailed maps of luxury condos across the city, with notes about security systems, owner visit schedules, and potential targets. They were planning something bigger, June realized looking at the files. They were going to hit multiple buildings on the same night. The raid also revealed a list of corrupt officials who had helped the network. 3 police officers, 2 government workers, and even a judge had been on Chen's payroll. Lisa Tan and her team faced multiple charges. In exchange for her cooperation, she received a lighter sentence. The security guard, Villanueva, pleaded guilty and provided evidence against other corrupt security personnel. 1 year later, Detective Reyes stood in front of the same luxury condos where the case began. New security measures had been implemented across the city. Property agencies now required strict verification of potential buyers. Buildings installed better surveillance systems. You know what I don't understand? June said, standing beside her. Why did Chen let himself get caught? He could have run. Reyes had thought about this too. During Chen's last interrogation, he had said something interesting. There are always more empty homes, and always more people willing to take them. 3 months after Chen's arrest, police in Malaysia uncovered a new group using similar methods. Different names, different faces but the same approach. The game never ends, Reyes said, watching a group of Chinese investors tour a new luxury development. We just have to stay one step ahead. Thank you for watching this incredible story inspired by true crime stories that rock the Philippine real estate industry. Crime Stories PH brings you these stories not just to entertain, but to educate and warn others about sophisticated criminal operations in our midst. If you're a property owner or real estate investor, remember to regularly check your properties and work only with licensed, reputable agencies. Always verify potential buyers and maintain strong security measures. Did this inspired true crime story open your eyes to new security concerns? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Crime Stories PH for more eye-opening crime stories from around the Philippines. Want to learn more about protecting your property from sophisticated theft rings? Hit the notification bell to catch our upcoming special episode on condo security measures. Remember, criminals are always evolving their methods, but knowledge and awareness are our best defense. Share this video with friends and family who own or are planning to buy property. This has been Crime Stories PH, bringing you another shocking true crime story that changed the face of crime in the Philippines. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay safe.